Alright, man. This is what's actually going on in the universe. There are beings so much bigger than you that you cannot possibly imagine. But the funny thing is, we look just like them. We are in God's image. In other words, our bodies are an expression of what God is, and Mrs. God, God's wife. There's always a Mrs. God. But she has a great grandmother, a great great grandmother, and a great 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 blah 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 37 more greats grandmother. Okay? And you know what? Y'all fucking neophytes think that you fucking wanna know. You think that you know. Right here in Woodstock, Mrs. God of all is here. God's wife. And do you know who decides what happens every single time? On 37, 39 levels, whatever it is, I lost count somewhere, is what Mrs. God says. In theory, I mean 99.9% of the time, what Mrs. God says happens. Theoretically, 1/10 of 1% of the time, God can say, no, dear, because he's much more powerful. But he doesn't give a shit because that's his wife. And she's very pretty. She has blonde hair and blue eyes, and sometimes she wears her hair in a ponytail. And if you saw her, you would need sunglasses because she's that pretty. Okay? And besides that, they're here now in Woodstock. All of them. Every motherfucking single one of them. Almost anyone who's important is here in spirit. And you wanna know some more shit? Just because you can make a whole universe, which they did, quite a few of them, which is really the whole universe, but this universe is, if that makes any sense at all, this is just one of them. Just because you can make a whole universe doesn't mean that you don't want a nice ride to get from one side to the other. So they have nice spaceships. They're thousands of miles long, and they're torpedo shaped, hollow in the middle, right? And there's an inside skin and an outside skin, right? But in the middle, there's a nuclear reaction. But it's more than a nuclear reaction. It's where they get the power from the reaction that they control, right? And that's where they get the power from in this ship, right? And it's like an iPhone. A ship, a good one, is like an iPhone. It magnifies their thoughts. It's like they think it. And it happens with force. Which is fine unless two ships are like in conflict, which doesn't happen that much. Do you want to know why? Keep this rolling. You want to know why? Because there's texts. The texts are God's honor guard. If you fuck with one text, you fuck with all the texts, and they make the spaceships. Dude, you don't fuck with the text. Things that you don't do. Number one, fuck with the text. Alright, that's a lot. That's all for now, folks. Be good, y'all. Truth.